Hey. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Late Night Shenanigans. Yes. We are here. We've arrived. We're ready. We're so excited. Very excited that you get to hang out with us. I like days like this. I'm pretty sure y'all like days like this. I've been happy all day because I knew when the sun went down, we was going to be able to rock out. So before we get things started, how about a little roll call? Y'all ready?
What's up, my Shenanigang? It's your girl, Constance.
Hey, once again, I'm Kim.
Hey, what's up? It's Chantel.
And I'm your girl, Tavia, kicking things off for you one time. So, how are you guys feeling? Everybody doing all right? Everybody feeling good?
Yes.
Feeling
Good.
And look, Constance, you already sipping on something, but I was just about to say, I don't even got to ask.
I was just getting ready to grab on too.
I don't even have to ask if don't have to ask if y'all want a shot. I'm just going to say, go ahead and get your shot on, because I know y'all already got it. Go ahead and get your shot on.
Ready.
Bottoms up.
Bottoms up, ladies.
Cheers.
Mm-hmm. Woo. That's right. Everybody good?
Are you dribbling?
Mine came out a little.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and get this thing started, y'all. The first item on the docket. We've all heard that saying, do unto others as you would have others do unto you. Treat others the way you want to be treated. But what if I don't want to be treated the way you want to be treated? What if I want to be treated the way I would like to be treated? Okay, so that is my question to you. Do you treat people the way you would like to be treated? Or do you think you should treat people the way that they would like to be treated? What's up? What y'all think?
I mean, it depends on the situation.
It depends on the situation.
Yeah. Depends on the situation.
Okay.
What kind of situation we in. I might want to be treated all kind of way. No.
Okay. So you get a little freak, basically.
Already.
I'm with you, Chantel.
I might, sure. One day I might want to be, treated like a queen. Another day I might want to be slutty. It depends.
Right. Okay. All right.
I treat everybody with kindness. I treat everybody with kindness until you cross me.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
And that makes sense what you're saying, Chantel. But I guess it's the relationship that you have with that individual that you're maybe referring to. And you say, treat me how you like to be. Because if you're talking about a spouse or your mate or something like that, I want you to treat me how I want to be treated. Like, this is how I want to be treated. But you may have like a friendship, for example, they may not want to be treated how you want to be treated. They want you to treat them how they would like to be treated. So you might have to maybe adjust to that person, just depending on the relationship. Now, if you want to get freaky like Chantel, if you're talking about stuff like that, it depends on if I'm in the mood, like, look, treat me how you want to treat me. Like,
yeah. That's why I said depend on the situation.
Depends on the relationship and the situation when it comes to those treat me how you like to be treated. That's my purpose.
Yeah. Okay. What you say, Kim?
Again, yes, I agree with you, Chantel, wholeheartedly. But as far as friends and family, whatnot, it just depends on the person, on how they're gonna get treated. Because I just feel like at my age and living and whatnot, you do so much for people, and you don't do things to look for things in return, but you get to a certain point to where you're just giving and giving and giving and giving. So I know last year and this year, I've started both years off with same energy. How you treat me is how I'm going to treat you. Right. Now, if you're somebody new, somebody like I just met, of course, I trust everybody. I give everybody respect until they no longer deserve it. Right. But people like I've known over the years that I know that just take advantage or whatnot, or, they're always looking for something and you ask them for something, it's a problem. Same energy.
Yeah.
Same energy.
Okay. I hear that. I mean,
You on that one?
I agree with everybody. I agree mostly though with Constance. I'm more on the side of treat me the way that I want to be treated. I'm on the fence. I mean, I understand and also agree with treat people how you want to be treated, but more in the sense of, like basic relationships, kind of what you were saying, like temporary relationships, basic relationships, people like, you probably gonna see today, never see again, like common courtesy type stuff. Everybody, well, mostly everybody had it instilled from them, in them from jump when they was legit, oh, be respect everybody, be honest, be kind, be courteous. You want to try to do those things anyway, because as far as the respect factor, oh yes, I demand that. You're gonna have to respect me. If nothing else, you're gonna have to respect me.
Right.
So when it comes to those type of, just temporary situations or daily interactions, cool. Treat people how you would like to be treated.
Right.
Absolutely.
However, on the flip side, like you were saying, Kim, when it comes to like, your partner, family, friends, co-workers that, you work with like on a daily, that you have like a relationship a growing relationship, I'll say. That type of respect, I feel like you're going to have to turn that up a notch. You're going to have to go further than just being respectful, being kind and all of that, because it's like, if it's something that I don't like, it might be cool for you, but it might not be cool for me. So if you want to continue having a relationship with me, you're going to have to respect what I want. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you have to cater to me,
right,
but out of respect, you gotta, you can't do me, crazy. You can't just treat me however you want to because it's okay for you. You gotta treat me the way that I would like to be treated. And if you can't do that, then you don't deserve for me to be in your life. I look at it that way. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you absolutely have to treat people the way they want to be treated. You know what I'm saying?
And it's very important that you acknowledge that. Like if a person tells you that, hey, I know you do this, but I prefer to be either addressed in this way or treated this way.
Yeah.
If you love that individual, like you want to continue a relationship with that individual, you're gonna basically have to flip it up a little bit. Like I'm gonna treat
actions speak louder than words.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch it around, and I'm gonna give you an example, ladies. Tavia, her right there, my best friend. Yeah, she's my best friend. Love her to death. She don't like being on speakerphone.
I don't like being on speakerphone.
She don't like being on speakerphone. So if she voiced to me and tell me, hey, bestie, I don't like being on speakerphone, I have to honor that. And if I'm calling her and we chatting it up, I'm going to respect. That's how she wants to be treated. And that's what she's asking of me. And I'm her friend. And I want to continue that relationship. So I respect that. So if people that I love and I care for, if they tell me something, I'm going to respect that. We're going to do that.
And to piggyback on
the side question, how long are you giving somebody to treat you like you want to be treated?
And that's what I was going to say, just to piggyback on what she's saying. Like, you won't know, especially like if it's a new relationship, whether, y'all talking and it's going to be something that's going to be like a boyfriend, girlfriend type situation. Your families just got linked together. So you're getting to know these other people and stuff like that. Like I said, growing relationships where you're going to be in each other's lives.
Right.
No one is going to know how you want to be treated unless you're vocal. You got to say something. Or it could be a situation where you didn't overstep the boundary and then straight up tried them. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to have to say something so that they'll know. Now, once you say something, if they still go on and do whatever they want to do, like I said earlier, that's just a respect factor at that point. They don't respect you. And so they don't deserve to be in your space. As far as how much time I would give somebody to treat me the way that I would want to be treated, I guess that also depends on which relationship I'm talking about. But if I just had to go like in general, maybe 2 or 3 times. Because then after that, like it's one thing I can tell you, okay, I don't like that. Don't do me that. And I tell you and you say, oh, okay, my bad. And we in that situation say 2 months later, hey, I told you, I don't like that. Don't do that. That's not cool.
Right.
Okay, my bad. Dang, I forgot. 3rd time, dang, I keep forgetting. 3 strikes. You're not trying at that point.
Soaking in at that point, and you basically don't.
You're not trying at that point.
Exactly.
So, I haven't really been, in that situation like that, or that I can think of right now. But I would say no more than like 2 or 3 times, because then after that,
maybe a 3-strike rule. Your question, maybe 3 times.
Because
Depending
Are y'all
on
being realistic with that 3
I'm
strikes
giving
you're
my
out? I know
boundaries
it like
like right at the
sounds good to
beginning.
say. Is that realistic? Because I know,
That's why I
everybody
say
It
it
can be,
depends
yeah.
on.
that
It
it's
can
been
be.
way more than
Because you say that
That's
and
why
I know I do for sure.
being in a situation where I've learned from my marriage what I don't want now. Now I know myself a little more. I'm saying rip what I don't like.
Listen,
And if I see it,
yes,
to me, it's like, okay, I'm kind of like on the verge, maybe because I'm freshly divorced, but I'm like, one time, hey, that's a red flag. I'm out. Like
when you're divorced, you learn a
I
lot
already
from that
told you
first
what
marriage.
and it's like, I
You
already
learn
told you
so
what I
much.
don't want. And as soon as you showed me that red flag, I already seen it too many times and I already
Yes,
know it ain't gonna
ma'am.
go away.
right,
Peace.
and then that
I'm
goes
out.
back to the dynamic of the relationship. So if it's like a love relationship that you're trying to get into, or like a relationship with the spouse or mate or whatever,
Family.
that could be totally different. So you could be like, look, I want you to treat me how I want to be treated. I know my self-worth. I know what I want. If that man can't treat you how, or that woman can't treat you how you want to be treated, then you are free.
Right.
You ain't no 3 strikes. You could just walk and do what you got to do. It just depends on the
That's
dynamic of the relationship.
that's what I was saying. It really
That
depends
go with some
on. I
friendships
guess it
too.
could. That's what I'm saying.
Friendships
Like
as
to
well.
answer,
Oh,
your
for
question,
sure.
Kim. As far as like that time frame, that 2-3, being realistic. It depends for me. It depends on the relationship, who exactly you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like your husband, I ain't gonna say your or my husband, something like that. Not even now, because by now, man, you know how to treat me by
Right.
now. You don't know me by
Right.
now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it depends on
even
the relationship. But
Yeah.
like even with with like new friendships compared to like long friendships that I've had. My long friends like y'all know me and know what I like and don't like. But somebody new, like I would fight for this friendship. Somebody new, you tried me, you fake, you gotta go. I ain't gonna fight for this because
Depends on what they do.
we've been friends long enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
But
I
we
ain't with
all
that
know
no
how
more.
Chantel want to be treated.
yeah. Kim too, apparently, but all right. Well, so it sounds like everybody have their different opinions, but at the same time, I don't care what y'all say. My ears heard that everybody kind of up and down, right in the center. You agree with both sides. That's what it sounds like to me. So I guess it just depends on the situation. That's what I'm taking it as. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Or like
So
Chloe
with
said,
that,
treat me like I treat me. Did y'all see that video, by the way?
treat me
Chloe,
like
girl,
treat me like I
that
treat
video was off
me.
the
That's right.
chain.
And treat me like I treat me.
Oh,
But
you gotta
I'm gonna
see
use
it.
that reference here.
That means you're gonna have to pay attention.
Well,
I
maybe
had to watch that video twice.
I haven't seen it, but maybe ask our Shenanigang. Like, how do y'all feel about that? Like, what would y'all expect? Like, would you want people to treat you how you want to be treated, or how they want you to treat them? So I guess they can let us know, but that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Period.
All right, y'all. Well,
No.
that was cool. That was pretty cool. We got some good answers there, but yeah, just definitely let us know how y'all feel about it. And with that, we're gonna take a quick little break, and we'll be right back. All right, so don't go too far.
Hey, hey. Welcome back, my Shenanigang. Hope everybody's just nice and relaxed and mellow and chilling. Again, thank you again for watching. Welcome back to episode number 4. Let's take a shot.
Y'all take a shot.
You already know.
Okay. Let's take a shot.
Cheers.
Y'all haven't tried sliced apple Captain. You should try it. It tastes really good. That's what I have.
I have.
I'll pass.
You know she had to try it.
What?
Let's have a conversation, ladies and gents. Let's have a conversation. So what I want to talk about now, non-custodial versus custodial parent. What do we think?
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of you guys have seen the Black China story and her and the kids' dads and all this stuff going on, but I want to talk about it, not necessarily them, but just talk about the subject in general. As parents, you have relationships that don't work out, and it's a mom and a dad. If you're no longer together, what should be your obligation as far as that kid or the children? What should be the obligation? I know for me, I feel like if the parents separate, it should be 50-50. Or sometimes it could be more. It just kind of depends on the dynamic. If that kid is with you 90% of the time, I need some help. I'm going to need child support. Again, I'm not a big advocate of child support. I really don't think the shit works. That's just my honest opinion. I don't feel like going through the drama. I just wish it could be, okay, what if I need something for the kid, you just handle it. I don't want to go through that route. But if I have to go through that route, I will. So again, I don't personally believe in it, but if it's necessary, it has to be done. But I believe that if you have your kid 5-6 days out the week, I need support from you. If we're splitting that time, we can come together and figure out the finances and, oh, you're going to pay for gymnastics, or you'll pay for this, you pay for the medical. We can work it out. But what do y'all think? Like, do you feel like if a man or a woman has the kid more, should that other person be on child support? I think not. What do y'all
Absolutely.
You say
Wait,
absolutely.
Constance, are you saying that the non-custodial shouldn't, or like, can you clarify for me real quick?
If you're a custodial parent and you have your kid 6 days out of a 7-day week,
right?
You're taking care of the everyday needs. Like, you're basically handling all the daily obligations for that kid, all the medical, the extracurricular activities. Yes, I'm seeking child support. If we can't come together, I'm seeking child support. But if that other parent is spending, maybe if y'all are splitting 3 and 3 or 4 and 3 days, something like that, I just don't feel like that should be included in that. Because y'all are both doing y'all part. The custodial parent is always, and me and Tavia talk about it all the time. The custodial parent, unfortunately, that kids that live with you, we're gonna always get the bulk of the responsibility.
Gonna eat majority of the costs. Yeah.
We always, because they live with us. They're under our roof, under our light bill. Our food is gonna be more. So for me,
miscellaneous.
The non-custodial, custodial. If the kid is with the non-custodial 7 days or 5 days out of the week, then what you asking him for child support for, or her for child support? Why? Also, just one more thing. I'm not saying if for some reason that man or woman does not have access to their children by no fault of their own, a conversation. Like, if you can't physically have your kids 3 to 4 days out of the week, there's nothing you can do to control that because of what the other parent decided to do. Then at that point, it's like, whatever, different conversation. But what y'all think? That's just me.
Well, who want to go? Because I went first last time. Who gonna go?
No, go ahead. Because I gotta gather.
You processing?
Yes.
Yeah. Another situation I had to go through, of course, but twice. So, well, one parent I had, we had joint custody. It was every other week with my first child. My second child is with me the other time. But I got $400 in medical coming out of my paycheck and paying my rent by myself. Yeah, gonna help me. Like, I think, you need to child support. It is. That's how I feel.
And that's, do you feel like now with an agreement together that was required?
No, because what you tried to offer or didn't offer, I had to ask, and I had to lowball myself, and you still kind of was like, why do you need that? We're gonna take this to court. Let's put this down on paper. I'm not even gonna argue with you.
Okay.
But my child is with me majority of the time. You need to come out of the pocket, bro. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Constance kind of already touched on it. I'm just like, hey, I mean, if the child, well, not even if, it's, in my opinion, when the child is with one parent for majority of the time, even if it's split, if you get them on weekends, if you get them every other week, but majority of the time, if that child is with you, you are going to have to pay for mostly everything or more. Is child support important? I think it is. However, I feel like child support should only be applied when you have a father or a mother that isn't there or doing for their child willingly. You know what I'm saying? Like if they're like if
But
they're
what you mean
there
by doing for their child willingly, though? Like
on their,
financially, are they willingly?
I'm talking about as a whole. I'm not just speaking financially. I'm talking about everything. If you are lucky enough to be in a situation to where, you know, you guys are still in the same area, whether it's the same city, it's the same state, it's the same country, it's the same whatever. If they're doing their part and doing everything that they can to make sure that they are in and active in that child's life, you got to spend money. Like money makes the world go round. You need money for everything to move, you know, especially little kids. They need like, so not even little kids, just people in general. We require money. We require things. So do I think it's fair that one parent has to bear the cost of everything? No. But at the same time, like I just said, if that other parent is active and is doing all that they can, I think that needs to be acknowledged and that needs to be recognized. You shouldn't have to pay for everything on your own. No, but I think that needs to be taken into consideration too. So that's just how I feel about it.
Completely agree.
Okay, so for me, I've also gone through, the child support thing with my two boys. I agree with everything y'all have said, but I'm gonna play devil's advocate just a little bit, just a touch, because I do feel like for some of these men who are really trying and are still put on child support, they don't get a fair shake.
Yes.
Right. It's not fair.
They're
That's what
bringing
I'm saying.
home barely any of their paychecks. They're getting their driver's licenses, their
Going to
licenses they went
jail.
to school for. Okay, so you take their license, they can't. I guess
You
they
still
gotta
not, you still not getting
get
that.
the bus or whatever. So, and again, I'm applying that only to the fathers who really are trying, because you know how some women are. They'll put a dude on child support
Petty.
just for the hell of it,
Petty
just
Betty.
because
Out of spite.
petty,
Out of spite.
absolutely.
Because they mad.
And
Mm-hmm.
I don't think
Mhm.
they get a fair shake every time. Now, if that dude or that female is not
Yeah.
doing what they're supposed to, and you tried
Right.
and tried and tried and tried, and they still don't, then that's just the route you have to go. And
Mhm.
unfortunately, it's the route I had to go. But
Yeah.
I didn't want the fight, like we talked about this before as far as me. I didn't feel like the fight, so I wasn't calling them and going down there and, oh, I need more money. He got a new job. Like, it was never that. Whatever they sent me, they sent me. My boys were still
Right.
taken care of.
Right.
So it wasn't a big
Exactly
deal.
too. Because, you know, just speaking from mother's point of view, we make it work. If that's one thing we do, we make it work. You know, help or not, we gonna get it done. So you send it, cool, appreciate it, thank you so much. You don't, guess what?
Yes.
Especially if the children are with good mothers. I don't want to just say mothers because there's dads out here too. They got kids and they doing their thing as well. But
Absolutely.
Yeah.
the custodial parent, I guess we'll say, we'll go back to that, is going to make sure their kids have what they need, even if they have to go without. They're gonna make sure the kids got what they need. So,
Right. And if
But
you
it's
feel
like-
if you feel like, oh, I send you child support, you can't be calling me asking me for nothing else, huh? You send me $22 every week. You can't do
Look, amen.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I was just
I'm
about to
not
get on that. Yeah.
hypothetically, I'm not saying that's my current situation, but if you send in a small amount, that's what the court has ordered you to pay because you ain't been doing your part. So you think that that's it? No, you're not gonna do nothing extra.
That's my thing. If you around here flossing and I know you got all this other income, whether it's under the table or whatever, but you ain't even offering to help a little bit more.
right.
I'm gonna get a little
That's why I
pissed,
feel like child
because
support can definitely.
when I see my
Exactly.
check every other couple of weeks and I'm seeing this medical and dental come out my shit,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
But if I truly see that
and
they're
I'm paying rent
trying,
by
though,
myself.
if I see they're trying, and they're doing what they can, and I know I can, I'm not gonna make a big deal of it. It has to be that try. That's like the key word, though.
Yeah.
If you're trying,
Yeah,
or
that's
not.
the
That's what I'm
different
saying.
thing.
If they doing
You
absolutely
trying, but
everything that they can, it's a difference.
But
Like
if
if you
you
just
trying,
being like lazy, you ain't trying to do nothing.
Yeah. Or you got an attitude when I ask for the minimum, and you like, why do you need it? Excuse me, I'm your child. I gotta
Right.
take care of your
And,
child.
Did
and
you
I'm
forget?
like him. I don't put the energy for it into. I don't fight it. I don't go down and ask for modifications. Whatever it is, the court ordered and say that you make it and you finna send me. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. Life goes on. My kid is still taken care of. My children are still taken care of. I don't care. I'm not gonna fight you and be in court every other month talking about modification. I'm not doing that. I will take care of what I gotta take care of. So it's some men who should be on, and some men and women that should not be on it. That's just my
Yeah. And at the end of the day, I got it. Don't even worry about it. You good. Bye. It's cool. Don't worry about it.
Yep.
I got it.
I'm good.
Yeah.
So yeah. So
Okay.
I mean, let us know, guys, what y'all think down in the comments below. You know, shoot us a message or whatever. And hey, how do you feel? Custodial parents versus non-custodial parents. Like, how do you feel about that? Or how do you handle that if you're going through that current situation or have experienced that? Like, what are your views on that? Let us know. With that being said, we're gonna take a quick little short break and we'll be right back.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back, Shenanigang. Look at she.
What she do with this?
I'll be ready. Welcome back, Shenanigang, and thank you for sticking with us. We truly appreciate it. I want to take a quick second to remind you to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell just to be notified when we get more content, when we have more content out for you guys. We're trying to get them out for you guys, and we hope you enjoy what you've seen so far. Now,
share. Sorry.
Yes, share.
My bad.
Before we jump into our next topic, y'all ready for a shot? I know I don't have to ask.
Yeah. Let's
We
do
always
a shot.
Sure.
Cheers, ladies.
Ain't that so pretty? The color.
Sure. All right. You're good?
It's so smooth. Oh my gosh. It's like,
yeah.
Nah, you can have that one.
It's good.
Okay, so now I want to pose a question to you ladies and to our viewers. How do you feel about you yourself and also your spouse being friends with an ex?
Nope.
Is it something you can do?
Nope.
Already.
What you say?
Nope.
How do you feel about you yourself or your spouse or significant other, however it goes in your household, being friends with an ex? Is it something you can do, something you can't, you wouldn't allow, or is it just absolutely not? What are we thinking, ladies?
Nope.
I'll go first.
No, already? Are they just no?
It depends.
Okay.
I'll go first. Chantel been on her 100 meter sprint with everything.
I go second. Nope.
I'll go first.
Let's hear it.
I'm not friends with any of my exes, but it's not because I'm not trying to be. I think it's just because I'm not. I don't have any animosity towards any of my exes. You know, it wasn't like any bad blood or anything like, I hate you, I hope you die. You know, it wasn't anything like that. It's just that, you know, we parted ways. That was it. And life continued. So
have any tried to be friends after the fact?
We bumped into each other, you know, here and there. And that's what I was gonna say. Like, you know, if I bump into you or whatever, you know, hey, how you doing or whatever, but it's not really like a number exchange. Let's catch up, let's keep in contact. It ain't really nothing like that. Shoot, even with social media, like if you hit me up, hey, how you doing? Da, da, da. Hey, I'm good. Nice to, you know, hear from you or whatever. Like I said, I don't have any bad you know, blood or anything like that. But no, I'm not friends with any of my exes. I don't think that for those who maybe do your thing. It's just that at sometimes though, I feel like depending on the situation, it can be kind of dangerous to be friends with your ex. But me, I'm not. But like I said, it's not because I'm like absolutely not. It's just I'm not. So
okay, you said dangerous, but dangerous in what way do you think?
I feel like if you are in a situation to where you and your ex can be friends and y'all are like talking on a regular basis, the danger in my mind comes in the daily contact, depending on the conversation. So it really depends. If it's strictly platonic at that point, because maybe you're with someone else, they're with someone else, it could be okay. Or even if you both are single, but you know how that could go because it's familiar territory. But for the most part, I think that danger just comes from, because it is familiar territory, it could be something you fall back into. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I feel like that
Even
whole
if you've
danger
moved on?
situation. That's why I just said you can be in something, they can be in something, maybe not, but there's always a possibility because you guys are familiar with each other. It may not have worked out, but because you're familiar with each other and y'all have had time apart and maybe seeing each other in a new light, once you get together, it might be on some, hey, you know what I'm saying? So it's a possibility in my eyes that it could be something that goes Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. But, yeah.
So that means it's a definite no for your spouse then, for your husband?
For my spouse, as far as being friends with an ex, y'all can judge me if y'all want to. I know the type of people that we are. If he is friends with an ex, I know that he is just friends with that ex. And really, like, shoot, he only got a handful of exes anyway, but I know it's going to be just that. He's not, you know what I'm saying, that type of person. And that's what I'm saying. Everybody know they people, everybody know their partners and everything. But for me, I think I would be okay with it because, shoot, like I said, the handful of exes that he has, I know of, or I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. I feel like it would be okay. I wouldn't really be tripping on it. It's nothing I would be like concerned with. But now new friendships with the opposite sex, that's like okay, wait, what? But an ex or something like that, I don't think I would have a problem with that. Nah.
Constance, your face is saying a whole lot right now.
Right. One thing about me, my face always tells it all every single time. Nope.
Why?
And when I say nope, exes are exes for a reason. So for me, again, if it's a situation where there are children involved, unfortunately, you got to have some type of.
And that's what I was gonna say. Like, not to cut you off, but
you got
my exes. I don't have like any bindings or anything.
Yeah, if I had the choice, it would be like, you know what, it's a wrap. Personally,
you don't have to be friends to co-parent.
We don't have to be friends, but we have to be cordial. So I feel like in my book, that's like having some type of relationship, so to speak. I don't want none of it. Like, I want to cut it all off. I don't want no contact, no nothing. So for me, I don't choose to be friends with an ex. I don't engage in being friends with an ex. I don't think it's a good idea, especially with me being a married woman. I feel like it's disrespectful to be engaging with anything with a person you've been with. That's me. I don't do it. I just don't do it. I just let it go and let it be what it was. It's done.
I think it depends on the situation. Not to interrupt you. It depends on the situation.
Children, there's nothing else that we need to be conversating and talking about when I got a whole husband. Like there's nothing else extra we need to talk about. Like I'm good. I'm good on that. So when we become exes, we become just that, and I'm done. So I'm good on that. But for my spouse, I feel the same way. Unless there are children involved, ain't no relationship, ain't no friendship. You ain't talking to nobody. Period. No, it's a wrap.
So what if they were like friends on like Facebook? I mean, like, is that all blocked too?
Yeah, none of that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, even like on social media and stuff like that. Hey, how you doing? Whatever.
It's a good thing I don't have to worry about that because my husband's not that type of person. But yeah, none of that. We don't need to communicate on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. You don't need to have my number. You don't need to be, there is no reaching out. We are parted ways. You moved on. I've moved on. We're good. There's nothing more. I'm in a whole nother relationship. There's nothing else we have to talk about or communicate about. Like even catching up. Oh, how you doing? Or you look great. Or hope your life is going well. Nah, we ain't opening up that box. We're good. Keep it moving. You enjoy your life. I'll enjoy mine. They're exes for a reason. That is my opinion. I'm not friends with an ex unless I have to be for the sake of children. I will be cordial, but friends, no.
I mean,
not send me no Facebook requests. Do not text my phone. Do not call my house.
So she's telling you now. So if you're watching, she's telling you, don't do it.
Period. Don't do it.
Chantel, what you got to say?
It depends on the situation and how we ended things, because like, I mean, we grown now. Like the childish young me would have held, a grudge forever, and want to have an attitude every time I see you. That means I'm still thinking about you.
Don't even give them the energy.
I move past you. Hey, yeah, we can be friends on Facebook, whatever. That's not saying that you're gonna be calling me and trying to reach out to me like that. I'm not gonna assume that about somebody because I'm gonna look like an ass. But no, like I just think that when children involved, because I was friends with my ex's baby mama, me and her built a relationship. Like, even though, yeah, they have kids, but that y'all, they're just friends. I mean, there's just a trust and a security within your own relationship. I know that, I didn't have nothing to worry about. Look, a man gonna cheat, You ain't nothing you can do about it. So,
and that's what I said. If there's kids involved, then that's when you would want to have some type of relationship, whether it be cordial or not, with either the ex or the ex's new spouse.
Even if they don't have kids, even if we don't have kids, like we too grown to be like trying to micromanage somebody and be like, oh, you can't be friends with that person because I feel some type of way. To me, there's insecurity there.
No.
Right. Yeah. That's what I agree.
I've never been insecure, but I don't feel the need to continue to be friends with an ex when they're just that.
Yeah, you don't have to communicate with them.
Yeah, exactly. So
I'm just saying, like, but to tell them, no, you don't need it. You can't be friends with them on Facebook, or you can't.
We never said that. We never said telling your spouse.
You can't
tell them who to be friends with and who not to be friends with.
Like, I just think we too grown for that. Like,
we never, but nobody ever said that.
You're either gonna do it in my face or you're gonna do it behind my back.
But nobody ever said that though, Chantel. Nobody ever said somebody's gonna tell you what to do as far as friends go. The question was, would you be friends with exes, or would you allow your spouses to be friends with their exes? So you're giving your opinion on what you would do, not what your spouse would tell you, or what you would tell your spouse.
Hold on, wait. One at a time. I want to hear. Yeah. I can't hear.
You feel what I'm saying?
Answering on the allow. That keyword allow, I think, is what Chantel is.
Yeah, for the spouses part.
For the spouses part. Oh yeah.
I don't care if you're friend. I have that trust in you. You just friends. Like, you fuck up, then you fucking up a good thing. I mean, you either gonna do it behind my back and be friends with them, or you gonna do it in my face and I know about it and I got that trust and security that you ain't doing shit.
But at that point, you should know your partner, so you should know how they're gonna move regardless. So that makes sense with your spouse. You should know your partner and how they're gonna move, whether they're gonna decide to indulge in an ex relationship or not.
Depending on how I'll be friends and cordial with my exes. Like, it's it depends on how we ended our relationship. I don't went back to an ex before that years had passed and I'm friends with them and I can talk to them, and you know what I mean? It's just depend on
that was off of staying in touch, or it was just like okay, we were together, we broke up, some time has passed, we saw each other and we started talking again and you got back together, or was it involved?
Together, but when we seen each other again, we connected.
So it wasn't a continuous, like we broke up. So it wasn't like okay, we broke up and it was a continuous relationship. Y'all did everything, and then y'all just so happened to link up again in the future, and then y'all tried it again. That's what it was.
No, we didn't try the relationship again, but we friends though.
Okay, I'm gonna hop in here real quick. Put my 2 cents in because per usual, I feel like I might be the odd one out. Oh, y'all know this or whatever. I'm friends with my ex-husband. I'm friends with a couple exes. My husband knows. My ex-husband, my current husband, we've been on the phone talking on speaker.
And I don't mean to interrupt you, but I'm gonna interrupt you on some Kanye type stuff. because y'all are mutual friends. Because that was one of my points, and we can circle back. But yeah, y'all like mutual friends at this point. But go ahead, I'm gonna let you finish. I'm on
I
my
don't know about
Kanye right now. I'm gonna let
mutual.
you finish.
I don't think it's mutual because it's not like he's calling,
It's
the other guy or whatnot. But
not
I
to
think,
the
and
same
I think
extent, but y'all have something in common. I'm sorry, I know your business. I'm your sister, girl. But go ahead.
I for my relationship, because
Yes.
everybody's not the same, but for my relationship, I'm friends with some exes, not all of them. Just some of them, I just don't deal with them anymore. But again, the main one, my ex-husband, we're still friends. We're still good friends, and I think for us, because our relationship started as friends, and even though it went way south, we're still good friends, and we talk
Mm.
a lot. My husband knows this. I'm not keeping it from him, and that's just it. It is what it is. I don't know if he's friends. He's friends with the ex, and I'm fine with it. There's no problem. Again, it comes down to for us at least, it's the trust
Yeah.
factor. I trust him wholeheartedly. He trusts me wholeheartedly, and it's no problem. Like I said, we've all talked together, and I don't know. I don't see the issue. I can see where some people have the issue
Yeah.
with it, but for us, it's really not a big deal. Like, we're
I
friends
don't know
and
if
we're
it's
gonna
for
be
me.
friends.
I don't know if it's for me, Kim, because I can count on my hands, like the relationships and exes that I would say would be the fathers of my kids. Like
Mm-hmm.
outside of that, there is no other relationships outside of that. So we've always had
Mm-hmm.
a common denominator that would have some
Mm-hmm.
type of relationship going on, whether it be co-parenting or whatever. So when you say
Yeah.
exes, that would be considering that's them, nobody else outside of that. So I've had to have some type of relationship with them. So do I want to have one with them? No. For the sake of my children, would I? Yes, I've
Now
had
let me clarify. It's not like we're hanging out.
right.
Granted, he lives in another state. It's not like we're going, grabbing a drink, hanging out or whatever. It's on the phone, it's text messages,
So
it's Facebook or whatnot. It's just those things. Um,
So your version of
Same
friends in
thing
the
for
situation
him.
you're describing is basically just communication,
Yeah.
like you just said, on the phone and social media. It's not like, so it's just y'all are in contact, but it's more so just
Hmm.
by phone. It
Yeah.
ain't in person going on dates.
Yeah.
Dates,
And it's
Right. And
no,
hanging
yeah,
out.
it's text messages, and my phone stays out. There's no hiding my phone again. He knows we talk. Like, again, he and I are good friends, and until there's a problem or he disrespects in some way, which I know he won't, or I
Mm.
do, which I know I won't, we're gonna remain friends. Again, I'm friends with another ex. He granted, he really only hits me up for the football stuff. Uh, Real positive. Hey Dante, hey Terry. But
Kim, let me ask you a question.
Not
Let
a
me ask
shout
you,
out.
yeah,
Not a
Kim, let me
shout
ask you a
out.
question. And the reason I
yeah,
want to ask him this question because this I guess this is where I'm coming from, my standpoint. Because again, I don't have exes outside of the people I've had my
his
kids
father.
with. Are you friends with your children's father? Because that's the only
No,
situation I go through. That's my only situation. I
no.
don't have anybody
I
outside of
was,
that.
and I have been, but currently no.
Okay.
And that's
I'm
just,
sad about that. I am.
it's just,
And
Why?
that's just my feeling. Why am I sad about her not being friends with her children's father? That's what you asking me?
Yeah.
I want to hear.
Because he cool people. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. At this point in my life, I just feel like everything that all of us have in common, separately or whatever, that we've been through, I feel like it happened from jit stage. You know what I'm saying? And it felt like we all grew up together with certain situations. So I'm cool with old boy. And so I
I'm
just wish
cool
y'all
too.
can
Why
get
you gonna change my
I just wish that y'all could get to a point to where y'all are, on some
Tavia,
cordial
I'm
type,
gonna do
man.
some
That was
Kanye.
bad.
I'm gonna do some Kanye.
Go
Tavia,
ahead.
would you be with you being my best friend of 20 something years? Would you
Okay.
be friends or be okay with me being friends with my ex before I married my husband?
I mean, it
And
depends
you know
on
all the details.
I'm just saying it depends on who. I mean,
sure
no,
you want
not
her to answer that.
I'm just saying it depends on who. I'm just saying who. What you
What are we
mean
talking
exactly?
about?
She know who I'm talking about. There's only one ex before him.
Before him, I would be cool with it if I can get some chicken wings out the situation.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
Oh,
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
I know.
Was
No,
that
you
light
wouldn't.
shade? Was that
No, you
light
wouldn't.
shade?
Yeah, that's a lot of shade. No, you wouldn't.
It was a
I was
lot
gonna
of light.
say- Oh, okay. It just hit me who it
And
is.
It
you
was a
already
lot of
know
shade
that.
or no light shade.
Anyway, we're not gonna get into details. But like
I would be cool with it. That's what I'm saying. I would be cool with it if you happy, if you good with it. I'm good with it. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, come on. What's the point of arguing and
There's
having like
no
all this
arguing though.
animosity
There's
and
no
just
bickering.
butting
There's
heads?
no hate. I wish you well.
Because
I
there's
pray
no
for you.
conversation.
Right. I wish you well and I pray for you and I hope you have an amazing life. There's just no more for us to talk about. Like there's no more there outside of the children. You know what I'm saying? Or the kids.
But I guess but that's the
though.
thing. That's the thing. In that situation, you don't necessarily got to be friends and hanging out and, hey, what's going on? What you did today? How was work? It don't got to be that kind of situation. But if it's just on some, whether if the only thing y'all have in common is the baby, okay, talk about the baby. But when y'all do talk about the baby, don't be butting heads about it. You know what I'm saying? Or don't get so upset when so-and-so say this and the other person say that. Like,
it's
just
never
okay.
that. It's never that.
Okay, I got an example.
Never
I
that.
got an example with this. Okay, because even like
I just want to say real quick, Chantel, we're going to go ahead and start wrapping this up. So we're going to give you the last comment on
that. All right. So like, with you don't have to be like friends with the ex and be talking to them on, but like as far as like with social media, like even if they friend requested you, just because they known you forever or whatever, and they just you would still like deny being friends with them.
They being nosy.
Even though you don't like talk to them, they don't reach out to you. They just friend request you because of network. Because nowadays everybody's networking and on social media and stuff. Because
and it depends on the dynamic of how you ended and the things that were done to determine if you want to be able to say, okay, I'll accept your friend request. Absolutely not.
Like
that's grudges though.
Like
that's
not grudges. That's just being real.
Yeah.
Like you stay out of my life, I stay out of yours. Like
that's in your situation though, because you're talking about children's father, like you just said. But if it's just no binders or no ties or anything like that, just a regular schmegular ex.
So I can't give you no examples. I don't have that.
That's what I'm saying. So you
because like I have an ex that I would hit him up because I know his knowledge. I like motorcycles. I'm not going to hit nobody else up but him because I know he know the knowledge on it and I trust him. We don't got to talk about nothing else, but I know that we had that in common and I trust your judgment. When I go shop for a bike, I'm calling that nigga. Because that's where my safety lie in his arm when they go to choosing a bike. Because I can't talk to anybody else about it, but I can be cool with him and talk to him about that. You know what I mean?
His ex might tell you he ain't cool. His ex might say I'm not allowing you to talk to her. Then what?
Okay. Listen, it sounds like this might be a subject we have to run back because
because I had another point.
I
had another point, but it's cool
here.
Yeah,
but
agree to disagree.
Right.
Agree to disagree. Of LNS, we just gonna agree to disagree. Yeah. We probably will run this one back.
Probably sure.
So that's the end of this one. Let us know what you guys think. Are you friends with an ex? Is your spouse or boyfriend or girlfriend a friend with an ex? Are you okay with it? Let us know down in the comments. And with that, we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Real quick, I'm cool with it. It's just not my situation. Bye.
Bye.
Welcome back, Shenanigang.
Hey.
All right.
I'm good. Y'all see my incense? Y'all see my incense?
Yeah.
Y'all see my incense?
So
it smells good too.
We get into this segment, because this segment we're gonna get a little mellow on this one.
Yeah, good. It smells real good.
Our last shot, real quick. All right.
I got it ready.
Thumbs up.
Hey. Mm-hmm.
Y'all gonna get me in trouble tonight. Woo.
Let's go. I'm ready. What we got? I'm ready.
I want to talk about the highlight. So, look,
High life.
yeah. I want to talk about that. That Mary Jane.
Ooh, that bitch smell good. You gotta have one of these burning in the background.
Everybody most of society can relate to this subject because you know you like to smoke it or you like edibles. But let me tell you my first time experience from when I first started smoking weed. I was 18, just freshly graduated high school. My mama left, went across the country to California. And I was sad. So, you know, one of my best friends that took me in their house, she put me on to something. And I ain't stopped for a long time after that. My first time no smoking that weed, I swear, I was like 2 seconds behind myself. I couldn't remember nothing.
Is that a good or bad thing?
Look, I was so high, like I was catching up with myself like 2 seconds later, like answering questions that I had asked 2 minutes ago.
Okay. All right.
But the funniest moment I ever had high was with Tavia. Let me tell the story. Look,
I have no idea what she's talking about.
Me and Tavia, okay. Me and Tavia used to hang out every day because we used to sell perfume together, right, folks? If y'all ever seen those
Pretty much.
perfume,
Pretty much.
That was us in the Taurus, blue Taurus in Tampa. But,
Yeah.
So we stopped.
Una pregunta.
We stopped in the hood, got us a Nick back in the day. You know, Nicks was, that was the thing back then. So me and her, we don't rolled up. No, actually, somebody rolled it up for us because at the time I ain't know how to roll yet. Right? So they rolled it for us.
Or apparently.
Me and Tavia riding down 56 on the way to Bush. And all of a sudden, now me and her done smoked all the way from West Tampa to Temple Terrace. By the time I get down 56, getting ready to hit Bush, I said, I was driving now. I said, Tavia, how am I driving? How did I just hit gas? How did I hit the brake? Wait, I gotta pull over. I got to turn over. I pulled into a parking lot. And I swear when I put it in park, I said, Tavia, how did I just put the car in park? I'm high as hell. I don't know. Hell, this dude done put it. Look, I trusted him because it came from my family-in-law. But I don't know what he put in that weed. That was the funniest shit I ever been through in my life.
I mean, that's your response. But I mean, since I'm included, I don't know. I was shotgun. I'm somewhere else. So clearly that was a dangerous situation.
Yeah, for real.
Tavia was in a bubble. You called the car a bubble. Tavia,
you know what I'm saying?
Because in a bubble.
Because that's what I was gonna say. That's what it felt like to me. Like being a jit, being younger like that. And I don't condone using marijuana. This is my PSA. No, wait till you're an adult and you are able to experience things on a level where an adult should. But that's what it felt like to me, like, because it put me in a state to where I was just chilling. I was cool. I was vibing out, felt good. Everything was, not necessarily saying that everything around me was, I was oblivious to everything, but I was cool. I was chilling. You driving. I trust you. So you got this. And that's just what it was. But I felt like I was literally just,
look, me and Kim just shaking our heads.
Right.
I was just chilling. I was just chilling out.
Sound like Kim, they got peeled. Both of them was going to jail.
Look, that's where we were going. We were just driving. I forgot how I
So-
was driving.
So basically, you saying I put my trust in you, but you couldn't be trusted at the time.
Look,
That's what you
Clearly.
saying.
realize that
Clearly.
we
You ain't
was
realize
like
it.
that at the time. I was in the middle of driving. I didn't realize that I was that high until I was that high. Like, what is going
But
on?
I can tell you where more than likely where we ended up though. I bet you we ended up at either McDonald's or Denny's.
We did. And what was our favorite? What was our favorite meal?
I bet you that. At Denny's,
Well,
I was on that bacon cheeseburger and them fries. You know what I'm saying?
What?
McDonald's, it would have been the Oreo McFlurry and the cheeseburger. And the cheeseburger.
Y'all damn.
Where
Y'all
was
can
I
read
during
days.
this? Like, what the hell? Where was I? Y'all out.
Look,
driving
where
out
was
there.
I? I must have been home sleeping.
Where was
Honestly, both of y'all, to answer y'all questions, both of y'all at that time, y'all were home booed up. Me and Chantel was out there in them streets. We was living life. We was having fun. Y'all was home booed up. We was out there selling perfume. We was getting our money. We was out there eating. We was in different cities. We was doing all kind of stuff on the
Y'all
interstate.
sounded unsafe.
We were.
We was young. We was living our life.
We was young and dumb, unfortunately.
Young and
Hindsight.
dumb.
Young and dumb.
Absolutely.
Keyword, young
Hindsight.
and dumb.
Hindsight, but we had fun though. It was fun.
That was the
what's up?
funniest moment, though. That was the funniest moment, though.
That's what's
That's
up.
for you.
Well, I know for
Go
me,
crazy.
because
Go
I
ahead.
hated it. Like, to be
Uh-oh.
honest, because I'm
Yeah.
y'all know by now, Tavia's my sister. I'm 2 years older than her. So she's
Yes.
18, I'm 20. I hated it. I hated it when she smoked. Like, if I knew she smoked or whatever, butter up. She got
Butter
me one
up.
day.
Gotcha.
The blue spaceship, my mama van out in front of the house.
Hey.
I remember that band.
The Astro. It was the
Everybody knew the
Astro.
blue spaceship. She got me, and I was 21 by
Gotcha.
the time I finally tried weed. And
How'd you feel?
it didn't like me. I may have liked it. It didn't like me because I got stuck.
It didn't
I don't
like
know
you.
if y'all remember, like, ever. I get
I remember.
so stuck those first
The first
2 years
yeah.
of me smoking.
Yes.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Tavi.
elaborate. No, I was just going to tell you to elaborate on stuck, even though your first time was with me. And you know what? So far, how this conversation is going, I don't like how Chantel put me out there. Now you putting me out there. Constant. You better not come with nothing that got to do with me. Y'all making
out there.
y'all making me look like Snoop Dogg right now. So I'm gonna let you go ahead.
I'm gonna let you go. I feel like, okay, like, just for instance, because I remember one time, like, okay, say your arms behind your back and you can't move it. I feel like stuck. Like,
wait, everybody, put your arm behind your back. Put your arm behind your back real fast.
And then you can't move.
Okay, now what? And you can't move it?
You can't move.
Stuck.
I was stuck. Yes. And
that wasn't no weed. That was something else in there. That wasn't no weed.
That's on Tavi to let y'all do. She gave it to me.
That's an underlying condition.
Yeah.
That's an underlying condition.
It took a while for me to not have those episodes.
Yeah,
every single time it was something to where it was something just weird. But
it's true
still
though.
go back to it every time. Now, I wasn't on it all day. It was every now and then, like we were hanging out or something. Now, me at my age now, that is my that needs to be part of my regular nightcap because it does help me sleep.
Okay.
So you need a whole prescription card.
I think so.
I gotta prescribe.
I think so.
Prescription.
You go to get you a card, girl.
Now, edibles, I've only had one edible.
I don't know my edibles.
I don't remember who gave it to me. I don't think. I know I was at a Miami football game, and it was a lollipop, and that.
Oh,
I'm
that
a
your birthday
lightweight.
at my house?
No, not an edible. No, because this was just last year that I had my first edible.
So we had lollipops.
I'm a lightweight. Again, I said it. I was like a square. I used
you
to
were a square.
such a freaking square, goody or whatever. Now, I drank like I could drink down, but me and smoking outside of my Black and Miles, yes, I do smoke with Black and Miles. You got an opinion, keep it to yourself. But man, I like it. I like it. It's I don't like the smell. You know what I mean? So maybe I do need to try
Maybe
it.
that's some garbage. Maybe that's some garbage weed.
Nah,
No, I hate the smell. I'm a tap in. Tap.
Yeah, when's your first time? When's your funniest
And
time?
I completely agree with Kim. I hate the smell of it. Like, I don't put my husband out there, but he's diehard. Talk to the angels. I hate the smell of it. But for me, I was such a little pretty girl. Like, I always thought like smoking that was like for other type of people. Like, yeah, everybody don't do that. So when I actually
when you say other type of people, wait. When you say
I thought,
like people
when
who
you
like,
say other type of people,
like,
what do you mean?
I don't know, like people. I don't know, like pretty girls. I had never seen in my like experience smoking it. That's from my experience, like pretty girls and all of that.
Now remember, this is back then. This is
back then we were younger, like we older, older.
90s.
So I never seen it. I always seen like hood niggas or hood chicks or whatever. So for me, it was like my first time was my husband, and I did it. I didn't like the whole having to do all of that shit. Like I'm like, this is burning my nail off.
Your first time was your husband, but what year was it? Because you got it. I need you to say it.
I was in my like mid-20s, maybe. First time trying it. Okay. And all I can remember is, bitch, I laughed for 8 hours straight. Everything was funny. Everybody was funny. Everybody looked like a clown. Everything was funny. It was funny, and I was hungry. I ate. I was still hungry. I still wanted a snack. Like, it was like hungry, and like everything was funny. And I was like, I don't know if I really like this feeling, because I feel like I'm just I'm so goofy acting like I'm not myself. So I didn't really enjoy it. I'm not for it. If you like it, you love it, go for it. It is what it is. For me, I think since I've gotten older, I experienced it again, but I'm not a smoker, so I don't like to actually smoke it. I went to Vegas and Cali, and that's legal there. And we had edibles. When I tell you, edibles are like, it's in everything. You can put it in candy, fruit, cookies, brownies, and I'm a sweets girl. So give me a brownie and a cookie. What? I want 2 cookies. So yeah,
that was the one thing in Vegas that I'm kind of a little mad at. We went there for our honeymoon and we didn't experience that part of Vegas.
Girl, it's all
husband doesn't smoke, he works, so he doesn't. So would have just been me. So maybe that's why. But I feel like we need a girls trip.
Yeah, we need to take a girls trip because everything is legal in like Cali, Arizona, Vegas. But I ain't doing kind of walk down the strip and do whatever. So
she said, I ain't doing edibles. So
that was my second experience. But I do feel like with edibles, because I guess they mix it with stuff, it sneaks up on you.
It's that butter. It's the butter they cook it with.
This how I was walking down.
You were doing the gasoline.
Look,
you were doing the gasoline.
When I tell you everything was waiting, I said, babe, look, I gotta take a nap. Babe, I need to go to sleep.
We drank the whole time, sun up to sundown, but I never got to experience.
I'm telling you, the edibles are on a different level, and if I do experience it and I do it, I will prefer that over actually like smoking something. I would prefer that, but it puts you on a whole just.
Yes, it's not just
if you watch it and you know me and we're around each other at any point this year, I'm gonna like one on the edibles. So give me one.
Okay, so I'll grab some. The next time we have our in-person ladies night, I'm gonna grab some and then we gonna all try it out.
Ain't gonna we all. Let me get back to them edibles, cause ain't no we all.
Wait, just remind y'all anything.
Let me go back because this is one of my most worst.
Back up, dude.
I would prefer the smoking over the edible only because of I've had 2 bad experiences on the edibles. My body can't take it. My first time having an edible, I had already smoked like 7 blunts prior.
That's why.
Exactly.
But listen though, but that was like sporadic throughout the day. But after
don't
my
matter.
last
Okay.
blunt, listen, after my
No, it
last
matters.
blunt, though, I wasn't really like high. It was just like a cool because at that point I was a smoker, so it was just normal.
Yeah.
I had just a normal high, but I was
Right.
hungry after I
How
had
was our
my
normal
last.
high with 7 blunts?
Listen, but
I get it.
This was spread out throughout
Go
the
ahead.
day though. So the high came down, you smoke another blunt, high back up. But after I smoked my last blunt, I got really hungry, and one of my in-laws had some brownies. They had brownies, and they were made with the weed butter. And I had never had an edible at that time. This was my first time, and I forgot. She told me not to eat a whole bunch of them. My hungry ass forgot, and I ate 3 of them, and I ate them quickly because I was hungry, and it put me on a 7 different levels of high.
I think you had consumed too much in one day.
I went through each stage of jaw was getting real tight. I went through jitters in my
You
fingers.
stuck.
Heavy on my
You
chest.
stuck.
I went through sleepy and tired, and I went to knees shaking and anxiety and
Okay, so you got
Yeah.
me scared now. Forget what I said.
That sounds like a panic attack.
No, Kim,
Everybody
just don't
has a panic
smoke
attack,
it once
Marie.
before you eat
Listen,
edible.
it's different for everybody because I'm gonna tell you my next
Everybody makes
experience
them different.
when I wasn't smoking. I'm gonna tell you my next experience when I wasn't smoking weed anymore. I had stopped smoking weed. So, but
Chantel gonna wrap it up though.
after the cookies, I went to drive home.
No, because I got a point. I ain't said my point. Go ahead, but hurry up,
Right.
man.
After I had ate those 3 cookies and I went to drive home, my mind started thinking about bad things happening while I was driving.
Wait, so you drove
Whenever I got close to the intersection, I started thinking about crashes, and it threw my mind off. I got scared,
Right.
and paranoid.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're gonna stop driving high, right?
And it made me throw up.
Under the
Twice.
influence. You threw
I
up?
can't do edible.
Yeah, I'm good on edibles. No, thank you guys.
No, I think you should experience it without smoking beforehand and just try one edible.
Let's talk to her little point. I'm gonna go back to the edible that I did without smoking.
No,
if we have time.
Point, and then we're gonna have
if we have time. But for me, I will say, I'll give y'all 3 a behind the scenes comment. So remind me, because that's why I was over here laughing, because I got a whole comment that's anyway. For me, I don't really have any, I don't know, crazy stories or crazy experiences behind smoking marijuana. But if we're going more so on the theme of, an experience that you've had, one of the things that sticks out for me would be, there was this time, it's gonna go back to me and Chantel.
I hope I can remember.
I don't think them were good days.
Nah, I'm saying, it was our youth, it was our younger years, in the blue Taurus that may have been mentioned, we riding out, we vibing, we out here, trying to make that money or whatever. And, we chilling, got some downtime. Hey, you want to smoke? Cool, I'm down to smoke. And we riding through, for all our Tampanians, we riding through Ponce de Leon, I want to say it was.
Oh, I think.
And we riding through. Like I said, I want to say it's Ponce de Leon. We riding through in the Taurus, and we want to smoke. So we roll up, and there's this guy and you can chime in, Chantel, if you remember.
I don't remember.
There's this guy on a bike. We looking for weed or whatever, and he got weed. He got it, So we buy a Nick, as she referred to earlier. So, we do the exchange or whatever. And as we move on, we attempt to roll up. Big. It's not weed. It ain't even weed.
That's what y'all get.
This
Dude asking for weed.
This dude sold us moss, like straight up moss that you get out of the tree. That I'm pretty sure all of y'all can go in y'all front yard, backyard right now, pick up off the ground, hold it like this. We grab moss. So we trying to roll up because we trying to be on something else. You know what I'm saying? And Chantel like, bitch, this ain't me. He got us. And I'm like, I'm already on mine. Because like I said, I'm shotgun. I'm chilling. I'm riding. She's driving. She was the driver. And I don't know what you're talking about, man. What a blunt at. You know what I'm saying? And it's unsmokable because it's moss.
That's
So
what y'all
us,
get.
Look, that's what they ass get for
That's
riding
what y'all
through
ass
asking
get.
for weed.
us being rebels in our youth. We go around riding, looking around for this dude. Like, nah, we finna get our $5 back. We finna get
$5.
some real weed. We bought a knit. We finna get our money back. He finna like make it right. Something finna happen. So of course we riding around. We don't find old boy. Eventually we fell into something else. So we
You're not gonna find a crackhead
engage.
at night.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, it wasn't crack. It wasn't on no Whitney Houston.
No, I said him. He probably was a crackhead.
Yeah, he was out of
Told
there.
y'all
He was
that.
gone. He was
Oh,
gone.
man.
He was history.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
like one of the most memorable times for me, I guess I'll say. But yeah, we went back, we circled around the block, we looked for old boy, but yeah, he was out of there.
That's funny.
So that was funny. And being an adult now, hindsight, that was kind of like, yeah, y'all was really out there like that. But I don't really have any bad stories or things. I don't have any bad stories or things that was just like, ooh, dang, that sucks. But I don't know. It's just, we hung out, we did it.
Chantel driving and not remembering how to drive is probably
the scariest. With that, Chantel need to drive that home because she clearly didn't get y'all the way y'all.
But I mean, I knew, but my body knew what to do. It just my mind was like,
that's what you call autopilot. That's pretty much what we were on. We were on autopilot, but it was fun times. It was situations that we were in that were kind of like, looking at it now as an adult, that's what y'all really was into. You know what I'm saying? So like hindsight, looking into it now is kind of like, because like if you look at it from a perspective of, dang, like, okay, that's what you did, but imagine your child being in that situation. Hindsight, like I said, is kind of like, okay, yeah, that was dumb, young and dumb, being stupid, having fun at the same time, but come on now, you got to make better choices. So that's what that was. But
I ain't never let nobody roll a blunt for me no more. I learned after that.
I learned pretty much myself. My blunts.
I roll the blunt nicely too.
I don't want to say it right now, but
I'm glad y'all learned.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying. I mean, I might charge $9.99, but I can roll it pretty good.
So what
y'all let us know, Shenanigang, y'all prefer smoking? Y'all prefer edibles?
Ooh.
Let us know in the comments.
And people use it. I'm saying, because don't get me wrong. We have our stories and everything that we went through, but people use it nowadays for like medicinal purposes. And it's something that is beneficial to people. So, at this stage in life,
it's strictly
it's something that actually helps people. It's not just a recreational type drug anymore. It's a medicinal drug.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not against
some people need it for, anorexia. That's what I'm saying. Like, different reasons people use it, and it helps them with their quality of life. So
I'm not against it.
That's what I'm just saying. But my whole thing about it now is, if you're going to use it responsibly. But I feel like there are many benefits to marijuana. Like, we call it that as slang, but there are many benefits behind it. So just, if you're using it on a recreational type thing, just be responsible.
Yeah,
That's
and
all.
stop smoking that bullshit.
Yeah, that dirt weed, nah, ain't nobody trying to hear all that. But
Don't nobody
So,
want
and-
that dirt weed.
responsible.
So it's safe to say I'm not against it. Use it as you see fit, whether it be medical necessary, recreational, however you feel that works for you. Do whatever's best for you. Just be responsible using it. And be with somebody trustworthy when you're using it.
And with that, Shenanigans,
That was great.
Tavia, we're gonna throw it to you. Let's go ahead and wrap it up.
You don't throw it to me. Y'all like this?
Yes.
Yeah.
I know I keep bringing this up, but that's only because it smells really, really good, and because we were talking about marijuana. And I don't know about y'all, but like, for some people that do smoke, incense, it kind of helps mask the scent of everything that's going on. So that's the only reason for this
That's just
segment
that
why I
good
had that
weed.
lit.
Everything.
Hate the smell of it. I hate the smell of it.
But I had a good time. Y'all had a good time tonight.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It was fun.
Yeah.
We all had a good time. We hope that you guys had a good time. We hope that you tune in, you like, you comment, you subscribe, you share. And with that being said, that's it for tonight. So check in with us next time, and thank you. We'll holler. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
See you next time.
I'm gonna get wild tonight. Make up for lost time tonight. Gotta get me into something good is on tonight. I've been gone for a minute, now I'm back on the scene. Me and my girls need a night.